Welcome,
Sure.
guys. So we are back with another podcast. This time, obviously, uh, covering the classic clash between MI and RCB, with Surya Kumar Yadav being the impact player for RCB and Romario Shepherd being the impact player for Mumbai Indians. It's going to be a funny podcast because Anikait's team is MI and my team is RCB. So it's a little bit personal for us guys. Also, Harishankar won today with CSK not bottling up a chase.
I don't give a shit, bro.
Right, guys. So let's go through the match and how it happened. Obviously, MI called for tails, and Rajat Patida won the toss because it was heads. Choose to bowl first, knowing that obviously not knowing what the pitch does. And yeah, MI putting in 166 for seven. Though I still feel this was a sloppy fielding effort from RCB because obviously they gave some extra runs while bowling or while fielding. From MI's point of view, I think Tilak Verma was the glue. 57 of 42 at a strike rate of 137. Apart from that, I also feel like Naman Dheer played a decent knock of 47 of 32. So these two were the stabilizers in MI's team. There was not really a finishing. I still don't understand why Raj Bawa came or rather came before Corbin Bosch. So Corbin Bosch was at number 8. Raj Bawa was at number 7. He scored 16 of 14, and I think that was a blunder in my opinion. Talking about RCB's bowling, I think Bhuvi was as exceptional as ever. There's actually no doubt about that. And I also feel like Mumbai did a blunder by letting Romario Shepherd bowl 3 overs for 18 runs and giving away a wicket as well. Talking about RCB, I think obviously Kohli got out early. You won't like that in a 166 run chase. Devdutt also got a decent ball, a decent length from Deepak Chahar. Same with Rajesh Patidar. It was like a two-pace wicket, so you can't actually hit all those fine shots over fine leg, just like a supla from Surya Kumar Yadav or the shot that Rajat Patidar plays that were difficult to hit, so he got out as well. And then came the ex-MI player who is injured, घायल हूँ plus पर घातक हूँ, Krunal Pandya. I think he did it once last year as well for RCB, and he has done it again for RCB, a 73 of 46 with 5 sixes. I think he was potentially the match changer, in my opinion. But yeah, the last blow actually came from uh, Raj Baba, led by Surya Kumar Yadav, who propelled Bhuvnesh Kumar for a 6. And obviously Romario Shepherd doing his finishing. Right. So that was about the match. RCB won on the last ball. And again, even the last ball was pretty crazy. Rasikh Salam had actually thrown the bat in, but we didn't actually know whether the hand or the glove was hitting the bat. So didn't actually know whether it was a run completed or he was a run out, or it was a run out. But in the end, RCB won, go to the top of the table. And yeah, what are your views on the match? Aniket, I'll start with you.
So, a lot to say about Rajangat Bawa. Where do I start?
Start with Surya.
Surya. I think for the IPL he's at, the fact that he's only wasted one ball in that innings was probably the highlight um, that MI could have. That actually he only wasted one ball. Um, but yeah, overall, just a very labored batting performance from MI, similar to the one that they CSK in Chennai, similar to the game DC in Delhi, just somehow unable to find that sort of momentum, that sort of impetus to get those boundaries. Um, Definitely Bosch should have come ahead of Bawa, no doubt. Bosch has a recognized ability, has done it in the SA20 with MI Cape Town, the South African franchise of MI, and hence why he's playing in the IPL for MI. So, don't know what the thinking was there. But nonetheless, this wicket sort of felt like a wicket that had something in it for everyone. Wasn't like really that one type of pace is flourishing or spin is flourishing. And I think more than power hitting, we just needed to be able to time the ball well, um, which is something that RCB did much better than MI. Um, and again, everything was sort of in MI's favor at the start of the 19th over, three balls in, and that six sort of really changed the game towards RCB. Put pressure on again. Bawa bowling. Why is he bowling the last over? Something that MI should have thought about. Maybe Ghazanfar, maybe even just an over from Raghu Sharma, even though he hasn't bowled. Someone with more experience or more acumen. Um, I would have preferred to bowl at last over.
Okay. Harishankar, what about you?
I mean, as a neutral, I have something to say on both sides.
True.
So I'll start off with again RCB, Chinnaswamy win the toss. It's like an algorithm. You choose to bowl, you chase. It's how the story is at Chinnaswamy. Mumbai again, not assessing the conditions as they've not done in the previous 3-4 games. If you look at the previous 3-4 games, they struggled to start. They struggled to get going. They've still not got the opening combination right, with Rohit Sharma coming into the side and out of the side and Rickleton. But I think I'm going to start off with again Bhuvi. He's just. I mean, I think Aryan's a big fan of him. I've watched him over the years. I've become an even bigger fan of him now. The way he ripped through that top three, the way he was bowling, he's just so consistent. Like I can say he's probably one of the best bowlers this IPL so far. I feel the length in which he's bowling, the way he got QDK out, the way he set Rohit Sharma and my man chewing gum man out. So see, I'm chewing gum on Sky's behalf. I really respect him for what he's done. So I'm respecting Sky. But the fact that he came in and he just left, that was very quick. So again, many things about Mumbai's batting lineup. But then again, with the anchoring, so the good thing with Mumbai's batting was that obviously Tilak and Naman did a bit of carrying, but again, not quick enough. So when you have someone like a Romario coming in, that's what you have to utilize. That you can't, like Romario had an economy of 6. Like that's unacceptable. I mean, he did well as a bowler, but as a batter, you look at that and say, okay, I've only given him 18 runs. So again, Tilak and Naman should have carried on. They should have put on a good total. So I think they missed out by 20-30 runs. But again, with the wicket doing a little more. Coming back to the RCB batting, again, a bit of comedy of errors from the Mumbai side. Firstly, with their bowling options, they should have, at least they should have tried out Raghu Sharma earlier on in the game to see whether there was anything for the spinners. But I guess Sky being Sky, and then coming back to the key moments, I think one of the key moments was when Kunal was batting well and they needed 30 of 18. There was a comedy of errors between Tilak and Namandir, and obviously that I felt was game set match for RCB. I called it then, but again, there were moments where MI should have won the game. They should have won the game, even if that wasn't the case. They took the Kunal's wicket later on. They should have won that game, but again, Sky's bowling choices. We can say it on Sky, but whether he used Bumrah before Bawa or after Bawa, I think that would have made a big effect. So again, I think this boils down to Sky's bowling choices. He should have been better with that.
With the selection as well, I would be a little concerned considering you are putting in Raghu Sharma when you have a Shardul Thakur as one of those experienced bowling options. And I'll tell you why. Jacob Bethel is opening, so Raghu Sharma's normal delivery would turn in. So the matchup won't be there. So I understand that for the first 10 overs, you won't bring in, considering Jacob Bethel is a good sweeper, right? So he can sweep Raghu Sharma well. In the middle overs, you have Rajat Patidar. If he doesn't get out, he would take out Ghazanfar, Raghu Sharma, and any other spinner in the side in general. So with RCB, I personally feel as if like if you're playing a Will Jacks, if you're playing a Ghazanfar, then you actually need a Shardul Thakur on this wicket, considering it's a two-paced wicket. It's not a spinner's delight. And RCB could see that considering Surya Sharma only bowled 2 overs and Krunal even didn't complete his quota of 4 overs. So you could tell that they missed a tactical change wherein Raghu Sharma shouldn't have been the one.
Yeah.
It should have been Shardul Thakur. That's one of the moments for me. And because I'm following the match still, I'll tell you who the man of the match is. It's Bhuvneshwar Kumar. And he says that he'll remember the six. He enjoyed that the most out of all the 4 wickets that he got. It was the six that mattered to him the most. And Rajat Patidar has some nasty words. I don't know whether it's for RCB or whether it's for other sides. So here's what he says. That was easily chaseable, but to be honest, we didn't deserve to win this match. We should have chased that target easily. We have a batting lineup that's capable enough. So what I personally would say is I think Romario is going out next match. I would still back Jitesh simply for a reason that he's a keeper, he's your vice captain, and he is an Indian batter, right? He's not an overseas slot. So there's more competition for an overseas slot than an Indian batter. Although I personally feel like it has come to a point where you should just say like Jitesh, if we are having a game which is like we are winning it comfortably, go and smash at number 3, number 4 if you can. Go ahead of Patidar, right, and just smash it so that he gets some game time because I think he's a very important player for me. I would bring in Cox for sure. I think it's high time now, and I would keep Cox until we are playing Jacob Bethel. If we had decided that Phil Salt is coming back, and which he has already, I think, is done it. He's coming back, so we don't have a sixth bowling option in there if we bring in Cox. So again, keep in Romario if you are probably keeping in Phil Salt as well. If you're keeping Jacob Bethel, then probably bring in Cox. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, that's my opinion. Talking about the best moments of the match, I think the moment that you mentioned, that comedy of errors between Namandhir, done by Namandhir and Tilak Varma. I think it was more of an error from Namandhir and not exactly Tilak Varma is what I would say. The second moment for me would be Bhuvneshwar Kumar hitting that 6 because he had a strike rate of 350. Can you imagine? So yeah,
Better than Sky. Better than Sky.
Bro, better than Romario Shepherd. So anyways, I won't get there. And the third moment I think would be that post-match presentation interview of Krunal Pandya. I think that's one of the emotional moments for me. So it's also the best moment, like out of the best moments, the moment of the match as well for me. What are your views, Aniket? I think Harishankar has already displayed his moments.
Where to begin, where to end? Definitely the comedy of errors. Deciding to pay homage to Sky and failing to do so. Getting it right on the second attempt by Tilak Varma. Absolutely replicating the catch, which has been carrying Suryakumar Yadav for at least a happy 2 years in this Indian team. If we had taken that first catch, this game could have panned out very differently. A huge amount of pressure could have been built up on Romario, who itself was proving his loyalty to MI today for some reason. And even I would say Bhuvaneshwar and the tail would probably be forced into making mistakes, shots that they won't take. But as they say, catches win matches, and that little bit of luck just pulled RCB back in it.
I think in general, I think in general, this was more of a game that MI lost than RCB won. This is what I would feel.
100%.
Because again, first of all, you are dropping Tilak Varma. Suyash Sharma I'm talking about. Suyash Sharma actually dropped Tilak Varma. And that is being converted into a 2. Romario Shepherd early on in the innings gave a 4. Literally, it was a normal reflex that actually got to the boundary, if you remember that moment.
Yeah.
And obviously, there was a Virat Kohli throw in which hit the stumps, and then obviously extra runs for that as well. So in total, 7 runs there. Then obviously RCB doing what they actually did. Kohli as well, right? Big Kohli fan here. But I think he should have applied himself a little better for a 166 run chase. So in general, I think it was an MI match that they lost than RCB winning it. Obviously, I still feel like that Bhuvneshwar Kumar hit over covers. It's like one of the hardest shots, right? So yeah, in a ground which is pretty big. So again, kudos to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, kudos to Krunal Pandya.
Bhuvi can bat, Bhuvi can bowl.
Yeah, in general, I think this game was more of a game of who is more worse than who is less worse, right? That's how I would like to sum it up. Yes, RCB is on the top of the table, but I don't feel like the last 3 matches that we have played have been convincing matches. Last one was though. I still feel like the match against LSG was decent, but like this one, pretty poor to be very honest. Yeah, that's about it from our side. We keep covering matches over the weekend, so stay tuned with us. Like, share, subscribe if you can. All right, bye.